Hello, everyone. So let us see today an example of horoscopes of people who are in teaching profession. So for teaching profession, Jupiter plays a major role. Because Jupiter is a planet called Guru. Guru is someone who teaches. So Jupiter has to be connected to your Artha houses, which is second house, sixth house, or tenth house. It could be either from your ascendant or from the moon. Because second house is speech. When the benefic planet like Jupiter is connected to your second house, it indicates that you are making money through your speech. Jupiter is Guru. So when you link both the prophet of speech and the planet Jupiter, which is a Guru, then it indicates making money or fortunes through the profession of teaching. So let us see a few examples of horoscopes through which you can identify professions related to teaching. This would be very helpful because if you are someone who is below 20 years, say, and if you are still studying and you want to be in a teaching profession, or if your passion is into teaching, then if you look at your horoscope, then it can surely indicate or give signs of you getting into this field or not. So let's see a few sample horoscopes of people who are working as teachers. If you take the first horoscope, it's a Scorpio ascendant. Scorpio ascendant is the second house, and Jupiter is placed in the 10th house. So, as you know, Jupiter aspects the second house, sixth house, and the 10th house. So, when Jupiter is in the 10th house, it will aspect the sixth house, right? So, you can see the Jupiter will aspect the second house of speech. So, when it aspects the second house, then the person is bound to make money through teaching. Also, if you see, the Venus is a planet. Venus is also a benefic planet, and it is aspecting the second house. So when the Venus aspects the second house, benefic planet, then the person loves teaching because when second house is surrounded with a lot of benefic planets, then it indicates a person making money through speech. So this is for example number one. So when you are seeing the Shivaku of planet like Jupiter, you should ensure that there is no other planet which is getting the light of Jupiter or receiving the aspect of Jupiter. Because if any other planet is going to receive the aspect of Jupiter, then that planet becomes strong. As a result of which, the professions related to that particular planet would play a major role. So you may not be in a teaching profession that time. So this is one example where the Jupiter is sitting in the 10th house and aspects the second house. Let's go to the next example. So if you look at the second example, this is an example of a Pisces ascendant. So Pisces ascendant, this person has Mars in his ascendant. If you look at this horoscope, this person has Jupiter in the first. Okay. Jupiter and Mercury. And Jupiter and Mercury both are connected to the 10th house. And from the moon, you have Mars in the second house. So from the moon also, if we see the second house is ruled by Jupiter. So when Jupiter is connected to the 10th house, here Jupiter is not connected to your second house. But if you see the horoscope carefully from the ascendant, there is Venus in the second house. So which means this person loves speech. Okay. However, Venus does not receive any other benefic aspects. Mercury is connected to the 10th house and Jupiter is also linked. So this person will be in the field of teaching related to communication because Mercury is the planet of communication. Software. This person could be teaching software or teaching electronics and communication engineering for IT sector. He could be a trainer in the IT sector. So this is also somewhat related to teaching. So this is another example of a person who is in a teaching job where the Jupiter in the fourth house is directly connected to the 10th house. You see Jupiter linked to the 10th house. So second house has Venus and 10th house is directly aspected by Jupiter. So when this happens, The 10th house connect to Jupiter, and this is another example of a person working in as a teacher. Let's go to the horoscope number 3. So if you look at this particular horoscope, this is an example of a Cancer ascendant. This is the Cancer sign, Cancer ascendant. This person has a Jupiter in the 10th house itself. So when Jupiter is in the 10th house, what happens is it aspects again the second house and it aspects the 6th house. So remember, again, ascendant has Jupiter aspecting the second house. This is a house of speech. And from the moon, Jupiter is aspecting the second house. So you have to see from the ascendant as well as from the moon. From the moon, second house, Jupiter is aspecting. From the ascendant, Jupiter is aspecting the second house. Also, Jupiter is in the 10th house. So only benefic planets are connected to the second house. So which means this is also one more example of a teacher. Okay. So now we have seen 3 horoscopes of people who are teaching. The next video, we'll see example of people who are into banking sector, because banking sector is also indicated by planet Jupiter. But there should be a difference, right? The person who is working as a teacher and a person who is in a banking field should have different horoscope. There should be some different way the Jupiter has to be connected. So let's see in our next video how Jupiter plays a major role in professions related to lending money or borrowing money in the field of banking. So till then,